More answers, presented by Mazda BT-50. More is more.
Plenty of big questions to be asked and answered in the AFL, all thanks to the big BT-50, courtesy of our mates at Mazda.
Indeed.
James Hird, what do you think of the scenario with regards to James Hird? Currently under investigation, answering questions. Carolyn Wilson and plenty of others said he should have stood down. I say no way, and not until you're proven guilty. What do you say?
Well, mate, is there not a presumption of innocence until proven guilty in this country?
Thought that was pretty standard.
Well, I thought it was a democracy we live in, for God's sake.
Absolutely.
Has he been charged with anything?
Has
he been charged?
No.
Well, it's a rhetorical question. Well,
what
why?
gives certain people in the media the God-given right to be judged,
the
jury...
moral guardians, a trial by media, it is just a farce, this, and I just hope they run it its full extent and the perpetrators get exposed for what they are.
I said, and you'd probably agree, that James Hird would not risk his reputation on lying and then being found guilty down the track. He's very happy just to stand there. And the way he's handled himself, I think, is admirable.
James Hird is the one that wants to expedite this process. He wants to accelerate it so he can get it over and done with, because he is so adamant, and like I am and the rest of the footballing world. And if you know James Hird at all, James Hird is the most quality person you would ever come across.
Okay. Well,
honourable and ethical.
We're both on that side, and let's hope it's done and dusted ASAP. And Asada, well, there's a whole new...
Asada are a break. That's why the government trumped in, because they funded it.
They needed a whole new set of questions there. The premiers of the last couple of years, Sydney Swans, Geelong Cats, both playing this Friday night. I want to ask you a question. Who's going to win this one? Yes, we can do that. But who's going to be the more formidable at the end of the season? Who's going to hold the premiership flag or be further up the ladder?
It's a very good question,
That's
Russell.
why I'm asking.
I think Sydney will win this week, but that in no shape or form means that they will be the premiers. But as you know, over a 20-week period, there's a lot of variables that come into play. But assuming that they're both going to be at strength and there's no injuries, well, I still think the Swans are the more hardened band of footballers at the moment. And
are we not giving someone like Port Adelaide their due credit for their 3-for-3 start? I know it's a couple of soft teams, but they won that showdown on the weekend. It was fantastic.
Look, and speaks volumes for Kenny Hinkley as the coach.
Koshy,
Hinkley,
it's Koshy.
And Koshy as well.
Hinkley.
Well, Koshy would have inspired. See, Koshy also, you've got to understand this.
Got them on a good financial plan. They're obviously now involved in the share market.
But he's also given them a profile and a bit of status. And, you know, when you're strumping around town, you know,
That's what your blokes need. You're 0-3. You probably need a Koshy.
Well, no, we've been very honourable.
Why don't you get Carl Stefanovic on your team?
Well, Carl would be very good too.
Except when he Logies. He gets a bit dodgy at the Logies. There's some of the big questions. You can obviously go to our Facebook page if you want some questions answered by the greatest man in the world of football, Sam Kekovich. And we'll see you next week. Thanks to the Mazda BT-50.